Hello everyone, welcome to another video lesson in math. So actually this is just the continuation of the last video that we did, no? It was about Pythagorean theorem, but this time we're going to solve real life problems involving Pythagorean theorem. So here, you will see the importance of the Pythagorean theorem in real life situation. Okay, so but before that, let me recall, or I want you to recall, the different parts of a right triangle. Because the Pythagorean theorem is only applicable to right triangle. So these two triangles are right triangle because they have one right angle. In right triangle PQR, this angle measures 90 degrees. Kaya nga siya tinawag na right triangle. So in a right triangle, if you remember, the two sides form the right angle is what we call, or they are called legs. And the longest side of a right triangle is the hypotenuse. So in this figure, line segment PQ is our hypotenuse, line segment RQ is our shorter leg, and line segment PR is our longer leg. Okay? Here, in triangle ATM, so line segment AT and line segment TM are legs, while line segment AM is the hypotenuse. Okay? So, now let us discuss our problem number 1. A 10-meter ladder is placed 6 meters away from a building. How high up the building will the ladder reach? So if you remember, when you are solving a problem, first you should analyze the given problem. You should understand the given problem and then identify what are given and then identify what is known. What is unknown? Sorry. Okay, so let us analyze the problem. A 10-meter ladder is placed 6 meters away from a building. How high up the building will the ladder reach? If we illustrate the situation or the problem, it will be like this. There is a ladder that is 10 meters long, okay? And it is 6 meters away from the building. So if we illustrate the situation, we form a right triangle. And what are given? So our given here, the ladder that is 10 meters long, that is C, or the hypotenuse. Okay? 10 meters. Then, 6 meters away from the building, that is the shorter, or one of the leg. Okay? So, A or B, pwede, 6 meters. And what is unknown? The height of the building, so mula rito hanggang doon, the height of the building that the ladder reach, yung naabot ng hagdanan. So that is unknown. One of the leg is unknown. So using our formula, we can determine how high is the building that the ladder reach. So our formula is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Or, pwede namang mauna yung A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So, let us replace A by 6. It will be 6 squared plus B, that is unknown. Mananatili siyang B squared. And then we will replace C by 10. It will be 10 squared. Okay, so this is 36. Bring down B squared is equal to 100. Where does 100 came from? 10 times 10. So B squared is equal to 100 minus 36. So, b squared is equal to, what is 100 minus 36? The answer is 64. Yan. So, to find b, we're going to extract the square root of 64. And the answer is 8. Therefore, how do you interpret the problem? Therefore, the height of the building that the ladder reach here is equal to 8 meter. So, yung taas ng building na naabot ng hagdanan is 8 meter long. Okay, let's have another problem. So, this is problem number 2. A carpenter wants to build a diagonal brace for a gate that is 2 meter wide and 3 meter high. Find the length of the brace. Again, a carpenter wants to build a diagonal brace, no? So if we illustrate the situation or the problem, it will look like this. It is rectangle in shape, ganyan, no? It is 3 meter high, the height of the gate, no? And it is 2 meter wide. Ganito yung itsura ng gate. Ano yung tinatanong sa atin? The carpenter or a carpenter wants to build a diagonal brace. So it will be like this. Ayan. So this is what we call the diagonal brace. If you look at the figure, no, kung anong magiging ano nito, that this side is also equal to this side. So this is also 2 meter. So what is unknown? The hypotenuse. So what are given in the problem? Given the value of A, that is 2 meter. The value of B, or one of the leg, the longer leg, is 3 meter. And C, or the hypotenuse, is unknown. So we will use the formula, or using the formula, we can determine how long is the diagonal brace. So C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So let us bring down C squared, replacing A by 2, so it will be 2 squared. And replacing B by 3, it will be 3 squared. So C is equal to 4 plus 9. So C squared is equal to 13. So C is equal to, in order to determine the value of C, or the hypotenuse, we're going to extract the square root of 13. So what is the square root of 13? Using your calculator, you can determine the length of the brace. It is 3.6 meter. Okay. Therefore, the length, yung haba ng diagonal brace, is equal to 3.6 meter. Okay? So, paano nyo makuha yung square root ng 13? You can use your calculator. Okay, for our last example. Okay, a wire from the top of a telephone pole to a point on the ground 20 meter from the pole is 40 meter long. Medyo kailangan alam nyong intindihin yung problem. Baka magkamali kayo dyan. Again, a wire from the top of a telephone pole to a point on the ground is 20 meter from the pole is 40 meter long. So, ano kaya yung height ng wire? Ano kaya yung length ng wire? So, if we illustrate that, suppose this is the telephone pole. Yan. Telephone pole. a wire from the top of the telephone pole on the ground 20 meters. So, maliwanag na, halimbawa ito yung tali, no? Ganyan. So, it is very clear that our wire is 40 meter long. And this is 20 meter on the ground, no? 20 meter away from the ground. Again, let us check. A wire from the top of a telephone pole to a point on the ground 20 meter from the pole is 40 meter long. Okay? So, maliwanag na itong ating tali, no? Yung wire is 40 meter. And it is 20 meter on the ground, away from the ground. And what is unknown? How high is the pole? So, ito yung tinatanong sa atin. So, if you illustrate, given the hypotenuse that is equal to 40 meter. What else? One of the leg is also given, that is 20 meter. And what is unknown? One of the leg. B or A, okay lang, no? So, that is question mark. So, using the formula, B is, so gagamitin natin, mauna yung A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Replacing A, it will be 20 squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. C is 40. So, magiging 40 squared. Okay? 20 times 20 is equal to 400 plus B squared. 40 times 40 is 1,600. Then, to find B, you're going to bring down 1,600, then subtract 400. So, B squared is equal to 1,200. 1,000, yes. So, how do you find B? You're going to extract the square root of 1,200. So, what is the height of the pole? It is 34.6 meter. Okay? Paano natin ako yung 34.6 meter? You have to extract the square root of 1,200. So, therefore, how do you interpret the problem? The height of the pole, this one, is 34.6 meter. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for watching. Kahit paano sana ay mayroon kayong natutunan. Thank you.